Welcome to the Foul Mouth News, where the filters are off and the language is colorful. If you are offended by profanity or vulgarity in general, not to mention political incorrectness, this video is not for you. You have been forewarned. So if you have virgin ears, be prepared because they are about to be violated.
Hello everyone. So yeah, I don't know if you're gonna notice a difference, but I made an investment in my content creation here. I was getting sick of dealing with having to mess around with the, you know, the knobs, the pots for my USB mic. Really good mic, but yeah, they're just getting crunchy and staticky, and the one for like the headphones for like doing monitoring and using it for like, say, as a sound card. Yeah, I just didn't like having to twist it and then jiggle and all that other stuff to get, you know, both the left and right channels working and equally, because the left channel would cut out because of that issue. So I invested in a really nice Sterling studio mic, a pretty decent mixing board, and the mixing board, even though I haven't had a chance to deal with my computer issues with the software soundboard, has allowed me to set up something here with my phone using a soundboard on Android. So guess who's back?
Fucking what?
That's right, people. Rocco.
Fuck this fucking. How did you do fucking fucks? Fuck!
Well, it certainly illustrates the diversity of the work.
So, yeah. We've made a bit of an improvement here. I still gotta get a pop guard for this, a pop filter, I mean, for this mic, and set up some other things to iron out some kinks, but I'm trying it out. That's one reason why I'm doing this. I'm also hoping to try to get into a practice of getting videos done during the week, you know, around my schedule. So anyway, that being said, let's get into an article here from The Hill that was published on December 17th, written by Gleb. I'm going to butcher this last name. God damn, am I going to butcher this last name. Sipersky? Sipersky? Whatever the fuck it is, who's an opinion contributor. And this is fucked up. Okay? That this guy is like, how dare they say return to work, you know, 5 days out of a pay period. A government fucking federal government job is you get paid bi-monthly. So you got to show up 5 days out of 10. It's like you can show up one whole week and then take the next fucking week off. Oh my God, this is so fucking retarded. Like, he's like, how dare they say you have to do that? No, they should be back at fucking work fucking 5 days a week, doing their fucking 40, or if they have a flex schedule where they do 45 one week, 35 the next, or, oh no, you end up working, what is it? The way that it works out is you work like so many 9-hour days or something like that, and then you get like the Friday's an 8-hour day. But the way it works is you get every other Friday off. Okay, my father, who worked for the federal government, did that, and I know other people that have. But you know, that isn't bad, and you know, bad enough, and I don't have a problem with that because they're putting their fucking time in. Okay, like, you know, that isn't bad enough. That isn't bad at all compared to this. This is fucking ridiculous. I mean, I'm glad it was a pain in the ass to get the soundboard on my phone working, and trying to get things balanced out. It blows out my eardrums because for some reason I can't get the levels quite right with the soundboard I have, and yeah, it's a pain in the ass. So when I do Rocco, I really hear them, compared to like if I'm taking audio off of the computer onto the soundboard. Excuse me, through the USB. Anyway, so let's get into this article here, because this opinion piece, I should say, that Gleb here fucking wrote. Gleb, I can't say his last name. The U.S. Department of Labor, the very agency responsible for safeguarding workers' rights, is now under fire for actions that seem counter to its mission. in its recent return to office mandate, requiring its own employees to be on site at least 5 days per pay period by the end of 2024 has sparked criticism from labor unions and public servants alike. Well, go fuck you while you're running through a cornfield backwards, naked, all right, with a fucking 10-inch fucking dildo and hope that the corn stalks don't get up your fucking ass, because this is shit that you should go fuck yourself with. I mean, this is ridiculous shit. All right. Oh my God, the lefty fucking labor unions, which there shouldn't even be government fucking labor unions. That's an oxy fucking moron type of situation. All right, and the public servants, you're public servants. How the fuck are you serving the public, sitting on your ass at home, using one of those mechanical mouse moving machines while you're off doing everything but your fucking job? Explain that one, because overwhelmingly, and this doesn't matter if it's the private sector, it doesn't matter if it's the government jobs, state or federal, all right, this has been a rampant fucking problem, so much so that one of Elon Musk's I think it was one of his friends, went and bought all of the mouse moving machines that he could find and read what they were doing and built software that could tell who was using which one, if they were using it or not, and all that. So seriously, go fuck yourself. And he found like it was a ridiculous amount of people. It was like the overwhelming majority, close to nearly all, or something ridiculous like that. I mean, I might be over stating it, but it was, I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was like overwhelmingly he found a shit ton of people that were getting paid that weren't doing their fucking job, which goes to the old adage that should be considered, like the idea of, I mean, they now keep saying, oh, Moore's law doesn't matter, but I was going to say Moore's law, but it's like one of those things that holds true. Okay, 90% of the people do 10% of the work. Well, 10% of the people do 90% of the work. That's pretty much always been the case when it comes to especially government jobs. I mean, I've talked about this multiple times. The Postal Service is one of the worst when it comes to this. It's ridiculous. And they're like, oh my God, how dare they say that people that are supposed to be at the U.S. Department of Labor and looking out for workers' rights actually have to go to their fucking job and which would entail looking out for those workers' rights. I don't know how they're doing it from their fucking home. I mean, this is ridiculous. Anyway, while the agency defends the move as necessary, the policy has been framed by unions as a betrayal of workers' work protections. And that's even before the Trump administration gets into power and implements its own government-wide return-to-office mandate. The return-to-office decision comes despite nearly a year of negotiations between the Labor Department and National Council of Field Labor Locals, which represents approximately 7,500 employees. Union officials assert that the department dismissed their proposals without adequate negotiation, abruptly declaring telework arrangements non-negotiable. The Labor Department's decision, they argue, contradicts the principles of collective bargaining, a cornerstone of labor rights, by imposing a rigid one-size-fits-all policy. Well, here's the fucking thing, you commie cock-gobbling cunts at this union, okay? You are not entitled to work from fucking home, which takes me back to this part at the beginning here, like the idea of, counter to its mission. All right, like you're trying to make it sound like working from home is a fucking right. It is not a right. All right, the guy who wrote this, the union, they're all trying to act like this is a fucking right, that you have a right to sit on your ass at your house, do absolutely nothing, and get paid for it, because there's no real way, all right, to tell if an employee is actually doing their fucking job from home in most cases, unless you're like sitting there looking at the machine, but it looked at like mouse movements and shit. And now you got to write your own fucking software. I hope that guy releases it if you want to see what these fucking assholes are doing, if they're actually fucking working. I mean, oh my God, they're so much more productive. No, they're not. The thing is, they were the ones doing 10%. They were the 90% that was doing 10% of the fucking work. You assholes don't get this shit. They're expendable. The way this should be is fuck this, 5 days every pay period shit. The way this should be, either either show the fuck up, or if you don't show up, you're tendering your resignation. You are tendering your resignation. Go fuck yourself. You're fired. Get the fuck out of here. I mean, this is fucking retarded shit. Seriously. These people, all right? Well, the collective bargaining, you're not going to get, fuck you. You fuckers don't want to go into a job. Go find a place that will let you do the job. You're not going to take a government job that needs to be a situation, especially with the Department of Labor, okay, the Labor Department, whatever you want to fucking call it. All right. Those people need to be there to do this shit. They can't sit at home and properly handle these types of situations. To think that they can, you have to be a full-on fucking back birth, fucking umbilical cord around your neck while you're at it. All right, for those first few moments out of the fucking womb, those important moments, fucking retard. Jesus H. Christ, you have to be a fucking retard. All right, I'm popping, so I'm going to try moving my mic a little farther away. I apologize here. Like I said, I'm still working with things. All right. This is some fucking retarded shit. The principles of collective bargaining. You're in a government fucking job. Okay, fuck you. There should be no government unions. Anyway, the decision undermines the flexibility employees need to balance work and personal life, said the union's president, Darryl Laurie. He added that supervisors and employees should have the discretion to determine appropriate work arrangements rather than blanket mandates. The department's unexpected reversal not only wasted months of resources, but also undermined the trust built through mediation, leaving employees feeling their opinions are being disregarded. Excuse me, you fuckers, fuck you and your opinions too. You cock-gobbling fucking wastes of space. I pay your fucking salary. We pay your salary, us Americans. And you're like, oh, well, we want our opinions listened to. No, fuck you. We're sick of this shit. Okay, all of us have to fucking go to work. All right? We're the ones that have to fucking show up and do our goddamn fucking jobs. All right? Hell, my job. I'm doing most of the fucking work, and I'm not saying that to fucking, like yank my chain or anything. I'm that part of that 10%. All right? You motherfuckers don't do a fucking thing. You are wastes of space. You don't contribute to society. We'd be better off if you had to go fend for yourselves in the private sector. Go find a fucking private sector job that's going to let you sit on your ass at your house, go to the gym, all this other shit that you want to do. Go get a latte, whatever else, take a vacation, whatever you want to do, and pay you to be working. Go ahead, go find a fucking job someplace else in the private sector where a company is so fucking stupid that they'll let you do that, okay? And when they go under, you'll go, I don't know what happened. It's because they fucking hired a retarded moron like you. Jesus Christ, these fucking people. This idea of their opinions. Oh my God, fuck your opinions. This idea of, it undermines the flexibility employees need to balance work and personal life. Everyone who has a normal fucking job, all right, is able to balance their work and personal life. You work from 7 to 3, 8 to 4, 9 to 5, okay? If you work like, say, midday to evening, 12 to 8, or, excuse me, 3 to 10, whatever your fucking schedule is, okay? Overnight. And you fucking work around that shit. People have been doing that. Oh my God, for hundreds of fucking years. Hell, the serfs were doing it. Fucking back when they were working for the fucking Lord. They figured that shit out and they had to fucking farm that field, okay? Because the Lord needed his fucking cut and you better not be short with his cut because like the mafia, all right? He'd send the muscle down to fucking make you pay for that shit. Jesus fucking Christ. These assholes have it good. They had the ability to work those extra hours and work a 4-day week. 2 4-day weeks a fucking month. That ain't good enough for them because they want to get paid and actually not do their fucking jobs. This is disgusting. Oh my God. Anyway, the Labor Department's push for on-site work contradicts compelling evidence. This is so fucking retarded. Evidence supporting remote and hybrid work models from the federal government itself. Oh, bullshit. Some fucking commie propaganda that was used to push the shit with fucking COVID is now going to be thrown back in the government's face. Oh, my fucking Lord. It's going to be thrown in our fucking faces. Whatever. According to data from the White House Office of Personnel Management, employees who work remotely frequently report higher engagement levels, 77% versus 59% among primary in-office workers. Translation: these fucking retards that were questioned said that they personally think, all right, that they have higher engagement levels working from home. Okay, here's the thing. If you want to continue working from home, you dumb retarded cunt. And you know what? This really needs a Rocco.
Fucking what the fucking fuck? Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking. How did you two fucking fucks? Fuck!
Well, it certainly illustrates the diversity of the word.
Okay, because you dumb fucking retarded cunts, you sit there and say you want to keep your job, you want to keep working from home. So what do you, of course you're going to say, oh yeah, I work so much better from home because you're off doing everything but your goddamn fucking job. And you want to keep doing that. And we're supposed to take some idiots and assholes saying, yeah, that they work better from home, as opposed to actual quantitative data, okay? Like, say, looking at their actual work product. We're supposed to just take their fucking word for this shit. Give me a goddamn motherfucking break. These fucking people, all right? You know what's funny? Is when I started this, all right, like, I had to turn off my filters and to let the language flow. And these motherfuckers have made it so easy that now I just literally start recording and it happens. Because this shit that I see just makes you want to sound like you have fucking Tourette's. Maybe I have it, like, on some level. I don't know. And I've been able to control it. But this shit fucking is ridiculous. Oh my God. Anyway, moreover, 68% of frequent teleworkers say they plan to stay in their roles, compared to only 53% of their office-bound counterparts. These statistics highlight the critical role that flexibility plays in retaining talent and fostering long-term employee satisfaction. Again, if you get to sit on your ass at home and collect a fucking paycheck, all right, be like the guy from Office Space and actually do 15 minutes of work a day. And he was doing it in the office. Of course you're going to stay at your current fucking job if you can stay at home and collect that fucking paycheck. Holy sweet Jesus. These motherfuckers. I mean, fucking clown world. Seriously, clown world fucking bullshit. Oh my God. And they expect this shit to actually, like, appeal to the Hill reader, the intellectual Hill reader, and make sense to them when JoJo the idiot fucking circus boy can see how fucking retarded this shit is. I mean, this is ridiculous. Anyway, beyond retention and engagement, the benefits of telework extend to performance. More than 84% of federal employees and managers surveyed said telecommuting has improved both quality of work and customer satisfaction. Given this data, the Labor Department rigid in-office work mandate seems both short-sighted and misaligned with evidence-based management practices. What the fuck are you talking about? So federal employees, the people that are working from home, all right, and managers who are working from home are saying that telecommuting has improved the quality of work and customer satisfaction. Bullshit! Bullshit, 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 bullshit. Okay, this stinks so fucking bad that, like, if it wasn't for the vacuum of fucking space, the people on the ISS could smell this. Are you people fucking serious? Because, oh my God, the people who are sitting on their ass collecting a fucking paycheck and not doing their jobs want to keep doing that. And they said this, we should keep letting them do that. No! How the the fuck, when every government job that people are telecommuting from home has actually, if you go look at what people are saying, the people who have to deal with these fucking retards, whether it be trying to deal with someone over at the Social Security office, Social Security Administration, whether it's trying to deal with the Department of Labor, regardless. People are more pissed off now trying to deal with these fucking assholes. Oh, we're doing a better job. This is like the fucking postal fucking postmaster fucking masturbator fucking general. Okay, sitting there, okay, like a retard fucking 3-year-old child, all right, hands on his ear like, I'm not listening to this because I say I did a good job. I mean, give me a fucking break. This is why we need to clean out the fucking government. We got to clean house. All right, we can we could go down to the 10%, and shit would still run fine. But let's say we'll keep 20% of the labor force, and shit will run fucking perfect. Let these fuckers have to go out there, most of them with useless fucking degrees and bullshit fucking experience that ain't gonna get them anywhere. All right, and go get a real fucking job. Okay, take your fucking humanities degree that you somehow managed to segue into the Department of Labor and go see where the fuck you can go from there. Go see what that humanities degree gets you. This is coming from someone who's got a useless fucking degree in history and got it for the fact of personal fucking growth, as opposed to, I'm going to use this to cash in, somewhere along the line and get a great job. I mean, there were ways that I could do it, but, I thought about doing them, but life didn't work out that way. And I had opportunities, that worked out for me. Being a cabinet and furniture finisher actually worked out for me. I mean, give me a break. I've been a line cook. I've made good money as a line cook, and as a chef. I go where the money is. I'm not ashamed to say that I'll fucking try, if the pay is right and it's a legit job, I'll give it a fucking shot. I mean, shit. You want me to run a backhoe? Sure. How hard could it be compared to, say, like a fucking game console controller? I'll figure that shit out. Oh. I mean, this is ridiculous. This idea of, evidence-based. Evidence-based, it's opinion. You're talking to the mentally insane in the insane asylum. And taking their word for shit, as opposed to the people that should be overlooking them, like physically overlooking them, because hell, even the fucking management is pulling the same shit as the employees when it comes to the government. Anyway, the underlying assumption driving the Labor Department's return to office policy is that physical presence equals productivity. Actually, in a good amount of cases, most of the cases it does. This perspective is not only outdated, but also fails to recognize the complexity of modern work. It isn't that complex, all right? The reason why you're there and you're there is so someone can keep an eye on you to make sure you are doing your fucking job. And that's what managers are supposed to do. In a lot of cases, managers don't do that. Managers usually end up being fucking wastes of space that somehow fail upward, all right? And when they fuck up, you get blamed for it. And they allow the people who fucking won't actually do fucking work to get away with that shit. I mean, this is ridiculous. The idea is you're being overseen by someone who actually looks and sees what you're doing. I mean, this shit's fucking retarded. Many roles within the Labor Department, such as those in Occupational Safety and Health Administration, invoke field work, which already occurs outside of traditional office settings. That's a false equivalency, you fucking retard. That's a completely false equivalency. They still have to go into said office. They still have to file their paperwork. They still have to go in and I can't think of what I was going to say. But they have to do the day-to-day stuff still at the office. They still go in daily. I mean, give me a fucking break. Employees performing administrative tasks, such as writing reports or analyzing data, often find telework more conducive for focused, uninterrupted work. Well, if you're sitting in a cubicle, yeah, that could fuck you. And how, when you have every fucking distraction at your fingertips at home, and no one looking over you to make sure that you're not fucking around and messing around with them, how the hell is that more conducive for focused, uninterrupted work when most people these days, thanks to the internet and smartphones and tablets and computers that fit conveniently on your lap and smart TVs have, and other things, have the attention spans of fucking gnats. If you have all those distractions, and you are like that, because most people are these days. I'm not saying all, a lot of people are. Not even most, but we'll just say a lot of people are. Okay? We're supposed to believe that it's more conducive for focused, uninterrupted work. I call bullshit. See, this all comes back to the fact that they get to sit at home or go off to the gym or do something else, all right, and fake that they're fucking working. And instead of fucking being adults and just going, because, that's fraud. You're supposed to be putting in a paid, an actual work day. And that's basically fraud and theft. Of course, you're going to fucking say, oh yeah, it's more conducive and I do a lot more work. What it is you're just doing what you actually would do at your job, the bare minimum, to not get attention brought your way. You're working maybe like the guy from Office Space, 15 minutes a day, maybe an hour or two. I mean, if you're the Postal Service and you got a delivery route, you work 2 hours a day, 3 if you got a really big run, and you sit on your ass for 5 or 6 hours. You drive off in the postal truck and hide somewhere. I mean, give me a fucking break. You people are disgusting. There should not be labor unions, okay? The government, when it comes to the government, all right, the government should be dictating what the fuck goes on with you fucks, because you fuckers make shit tons more money for like the same type of jobs and even like made up fucking jobs than the private sector. Go fuck yourselves. And it used to be the other way around. All right, it used to be you would go work in the private sector because you wanted the money. Now you go work for the fucking government. How the fuck does that make any sense? All right, government employees, okay? They're like the bottom of the fucking barrel, no offense. Not all of them. There are really good government employees, but a large number of them, most of the postal workers, all right, their families said, go become a postal worker because you get a government job, you get a pension, you get, you get good hours, okay, and you put your 20 in and you can retire. So, I mean, that's how it is with government fucking jobs. I mean, give me a break. When these bureaucratic jobs. Anyway, Lori and other union leaders argue that mandating a fixed number of on-site days creates unnecessary disruptions. We are a diverse department with diverse responsibilities, Lori emphasized, explaining that work arrangements should reflect the specific needs of the job. Employees and supervisors know best how to structure their work to maximize efficiency. Yet the Labor Department's top-down approach strips them of this autonomy. While they shouldn't have the autonomy, the government should be saying, this is how you're going to do your job. This is how you've been doing your job. You're not going to now use COVID to basically make it so that these buildings are sitting here completely unfucking occupied, all right, and sit on your ass and collect a fucking paycheck. Fuck you. And this idea of, oh my God, this fixed mandating, this fixed number of days that you're mandating, okay, creates unnecessary disruptions. You fuckers have to show up. 5 days out of 10 working days. If you want to do 2 1 week, 3 another week, 5 1 week, and then the next week, whatever the case may be, you can. So you're talking about this idea of, unnecessary disruptions and flexibility. How the hell is it not flexible that you only have to go in? What was it again? Oh, that's right. 5 days out of 10. You entitled fucking retards. And the fact that they think this shit's going to fucking come across well. I mean, give me a break. 5 days out of 10? I mean, give me a fucking break. I mean, if this wasn't so sad, I would think it was a fucking joke. Oh, it's strange having the soundboard again. I couldn't resist that one. I mean, this is fucking retarded. Oh my God. Anyway, the department's refusal to allow tailored telework agreements raises concerns about trust and employee morale. As many organizations shift towards result-based work models, how do you have a result-based work model? These fucks are doing The bare minimum that they were doing, they're not actually producing any more work. Maybe they should be cut to part-time employees. Did you ever think of that? I mean, they're not working full-time. I mean, Jesus Christ. But anyway, towards result-based models, the Labor Department's insistence on physical presence overlooks how trust in employees' abilities to manage their tasks independently is a key driver of productivity and engagement. My father worked for the Department of Defense in quality assurance, reported to a fucking admiral. And he basically had to take and make sure that the people under him were doing their fucking shit, were keeping up with their, their jobs and shit. Because they would slack off and he would have to hear from an admiral that they're getting defective fucking, jet engines from GE and fucking parts for fighters and bombers and shit from like Lockheed and Sanders, Lockheed Sanders and Lockheed Martin and other fucking companies. He would have to fucking listen to this shit. So once you fucking keep on their ass enough and they think you're going to be overlooking your shoulder, you don't have to do that as much. And they're able to do that. But you have to, it's like, you have to hold the reins. This is about, you fuckers want to fucking completely drop the reins and let them do their own fucking shit. You can't do that. That's not how fucking working actually works. That's not how people work. I mean, shit. I mean, hell, on that idea, like I said at the beginning of this, I want to try to put more effort in. All right? I've gotten complacent and I've looked and I'm like, well, I could somehow work time in here and I think I can work time in here. And I keep saying that. Now I'm on my own ass as my own boss now. It's like, I just spent a few $100 on a fucking mic rig. Put it to good use, you fucking retard. I'm talking to myself, not literally, I don't have like schizophrenia or anything, but you get the idea of like saying, like that idea, like, the boss before like all this HR fucking retardation. I mean, or anyone who's ever worked in a pizza shop, because, I've done that too, put myself through college, working at a pizza shop, working behind the counter, delivering and other stuff. I mean, shit, go work for like a mom and pop fucking pizza shop. Go fucking deal with a boss like that, okay? That's how I'm treating myself right now. There are some people out there that know what I'm talking about, especially if you worked for a Greek. If you worked for the Greek at the Greek pizza place, or you got called Malaka and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, give me a fucking break. I'm not treating myself like that because I'm seeing that shit, okay? If I'm seeing that shit with myself, these fucks, and I'm not like a complete fucking waste of space like a lot of government employees. If I can see that with myself, they're definitely doing that shit. Anyway, the Labor Department's decision is particularly ironic, given its responsibility to protect workers' rights and promote fair working conditions. How is it a right to be able to sit on your ass, collect a paycheck, and claim you're working from home? Okay, how is that the idea of fair working conditions? You are getting paid to do a job. You should be at said place that's employing you to do said job. I mean, give me a fucking break. In mandating return to office without proper consideration for employees' needs or productivity outcomes, the department sends a mixed message. You're showing up 5 fucking days out of 10. 5 days in 2 fucking weeks. Are you fucking kidding me? They want this asshole, what's his name, Greg? I can't say his last name, but Gleb. Gleb wants you to feel bad for these fucking people. Seriously. Oh, I mean, this is ridiculous. Oh. I mean, this is so fucking ridiculous. Anyway, while advocating for labor's rights across industries, it seems to disregard the same principles within its own walls. This is not a right. Fuck you. Furthermore, the Labor Department's insistence on office attendance risks alienating the workforce and undermining public trust. How so? How does this undermine the public trust? We're sitting here, you out of touch retard, going, we have to go to work every fucking day. And they're sitting on their ass at home? Good. They got to start going in. And you think this is like undermining the public trust? No. I think this is actually making me feel better about this situation, that they actually have to go to fucking work now. Union leaders have already begun lobbying Congress for intervention, seeking to delay implementation until a final resolution can be negotiated. The conflict underscores a growing disconnect between federal leadership and the employees whose interests they are supposed to represent. You people are the fucking bureaucratic deep state. Go suck a fucking donkey dick at a Tijuana fucking sex show, all right? Get fucking donkey pox or fucking whatever the fuck it's called that fucking chick on House got from doing the manger shit with the fucking donkey, you know, except from a sexual nature. I mean, give me a fucking break. These people. Union representatives have expressed concern that return to office mandate serves political optics more than practical need, with President Biden's administration balancing demands from different constituencies. The Labor Department's decision may reflect pressure to showcase a return to normalcy. However, such a move risks losing sight of the broader goals of modernizing work practices to support mental health, engagement, and efficiency. Well, of course your mental health is going to be fucking great when you're sitting there not doing your fucking job and you're getting a fucking paycheck and you don't have to fucking worry about fucking shit. I mean, give me a break. Engagement and efficiency. Engagement and efficiency. You're doing less or the same amount of work you were in the office, and you were probably like the guy from Office Space. So shut the fuck up. Okay, this concern of return to office mandate serves political optics. Yes, because you know what, you fucking retards? When us Americans are paying your fucking salaries and we have to go to work every fucking day, the overwhelming majority of us, and we see you fucks sitting at home, okay, using the mechanical mouse movers and doing everything but your fucking, the bare minimum you need to do in order to look like you're actually working, it fucking pisses us off. Are you this fucking retarded that you don't grasp this? Holy shit. With President Biden's administration balancing demands from different constituencies, the Labor Department's decision may reflect pressures to showcase a return to normalcy. I had to reread that. A return to normalcy. I mean, a return to normalcy. I just had to let that sink in. COVID's been over for years. Of course we want everything to go back to normal. We don't want people that we're paying the salary of, okay, sitting at home collecting a fucking paycheck while we all have to go to work, bitch. See, let that sink in. Instead of clinging to outdated notions about office work, the Labor Department could have embraced the lessons learned during the pandemic. Flexible work arrangements are not just a short-term solution to a crisis, but a long-term opportunity to redesign work in a way that supports both individual well-being and organized performance. Organized performance. Has the output substantially increased? You know, the productivity. Has it? Since these people started going and fucking doing everything but their fucking jobs and doing the bare minimum? I bet you if we actually looked at the data, of course it hasn't. But we're supposed to just shut the fuck up and deal with this shit. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's seriously. Anyway, the federal government, as a leader in workforce management, has a responsibility to model innovative work practices. The Labor Department's rigid in-office mandate does the opposite, reinforcing an antiquated work culture that may discourage high performers from staying. Excuse me, if they're working for the fucking government, minus the few good people, I mean, my father was one of them. I mean, he was a fucking stickler. He looked at the fact of a pension. He looked at the fact of he was going to put in hard work. I mean, this guy started working for the federal government as a tool and die maker. That was his foot in the door, you know, doing it on a military base, you know, so that he could get that government classification and start applying for other jobs. And he busted his ass. But most of the people he worked with were fucking wastes of space. He'd be the first one to admit this shit. Back then, he would have been the first one to admit it. You know, he had to ride people when he got put in charge of shit. He fucking was dealing with fucking lazy motherfuckers. Because to them it was like, oh, well, you know, ain't my problem if shit goes fucking defective. Yeah, it is. Your quality fucking assurance. You're sitting there making sure shit ain't being shipped to the government fucking defective. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, the Labor Department's rigid in-office mandate does the opposite, reinforcing an antiquated work culture that may discourage high performers from staying. Cry me a river. I mean, that one needed to be repeated too. Cry me a fucking river. Dude, it discourages the high performers. If you're working for the government, you're usually a waste of fucking space. Look at the DMV. That's just the state microcosm. Ultimately, the Labor Department's actions are a cautionary tale for other government agencies and private organizations. Leaders must organize that meaningful progress requires collaboration, trust, and flexibility. The best work models are those that balance employee autonomy with accountability, allowing workers to strive both personally and professionally. So this guy, Gleb Titspersky, is a PhD who serves as the CEO of hybrid work consultancy Disaster Avoidance Experts and authored the bestseller Returning to the Office and Leading Hybrid and Remote Teams. So basically, this is some fucking retard, all right, that they're having write this, who, like the idea of, DEI and HR, found a way, a nice little niche, to fucking grift people. And because his little grift is ending, and more people are, in private sector and all in government are having to go back to work, he's got to try to keep the grift going. That's what this amounts to. Fucking clown world, I swear to God. Well, anyway, yeah, I covered this well enough. I'm leaving things here. If you've made it this far and haven't already, please like and subscribe. Also, feel free to subscribe over on the other platforms where this channel's content is uploaded to, as well as subscribe and follow over on sites like Minds, Gab, and Parler. Links to each are in the description.